So dudes, I just got the Navigator trace rifle this week and wanted to review it. To begin, you can acquire this gun from the Ghost of the Deep dungeon, which is launched from the helm. I ran the dungeon a total of 7 times in order to get it. To get the catalyst, you have to run the dungeon again and kill the secret boss by taking Vestige of Light buffs to various statues scattered around the map. You will be awarded the catalyst after encountering the secret acolyte boss a 3rd time in the dungeon. I won't post a guide since there are many on YouTube. If you need help, consider watching Fallout, Datto, or Aztecross, all of which are very thorough. Let's move on to the aspects of the gun itself. It is the first strand trace rifle in Destiny, and is one sexy work of art. Out of all the flavors of trace rifles, Green Apple is my favorite. Just like Conditional Finality, Bungie hit it out of the park. Take a listen to the gun for a second. That got me feeling some type of way. Anyways, this gun features the perks Full Bore, Light Battery, and Composite Stock. Full Bore pushes out the effective damage range of the weapon, whereas Light Battery and Composite Stock make the weapon feel responsive and snappy. The first exotic perk, Left Cutter, states that sustained fire on the target will sever them, cutting down their damage output by 33%. Its second exotic perk, Protective Weave, gives woven mail to the user and target when shooting allies. The catalyst for the Navigator allows it to fire a grapple point after holding the reload button. This feature has a 30-second cooldown and costs 1 ammo, which adds to the unique feel. Overall, the Navigator doesn't feel sluggish or slow and is very user-friendly. One thing that the weapon screen does not cover is that you can also get woven mail when solo. After sustained fire on a combatant, they will be severed, but firing only a couple extra shots will grant woven mail. I'm really glad that Bungie gave the Navigator the capability to be run solo, as it makes a great survivability tool. The combination of Sever and Woven Mail is perfect for high-level content too. Sever reduces the damage output of a PvE combatant by 33%, and Woven Mail provides 60% damage resistance. The formula for calculating final damage is this formula shown on screen. You can see this damage resistance in action in the background with tier 10 resilience. Keep in mind the 73% damage resist is earned just by dumping a couple shots into one target, and is independent of the subclass, which opens up so many build crafting opportunities. On Stasis, you can run Whisper of Chains and stand next to Stasis Crystals, stacking up even more DR. On Arc, Spark of Resistance can stack with Woven Mail, making bosses hit like wet toilet paper. With the Navigator, you can truly take advantage of any subclass. Another point is that Bungie allows a support playstyle to be viable by refunding 5 ammo after granting an ally Woven Mail. After some testing, it takes around 5 to 8 shots to grant an ally the buff, so at worst, you would only lose 3 ammo in the process. Given that you're making 2 people on your fire team much harder to kill, I think this trade-off is more than fair. Next are overall reserves and damage. No reserves allows for 485 shots, 1 mod ups the shots to 534, and 2 mods to 582. 3 mods does not increase the reserves further, so just stick with 2 if you're really desperate. As for damage, precision shots do 1951 damage, and body shots do 1453 damage. The total damage with no reserves on the Navigator is 704,705 damage, assuming all shots are non-precision. This number goes up to 946,235 damage, assuming all shots are precision. Remember, this gun is not meant to be a damage powerhouse, rather it serves as a utility workhorse. It isn't to say the Navigator's damage is bad at all, it just means that you should rely on other means to deal damage. If you're looking to utilize strand subclasses with the Navigator, you're in for a treat. The Woven Mail provided by the Trace Rifle plays well into the Titan aspect into the fray, granting increased melee regeneration while the buff is active. The Catalyst, as I mentioned, gives the gun the ability to create grapple points for the Grapple Grenade ability. When used on a grapple point, the grenade energy is not consumed and allows for infinite usage of swinging Donkey Kong melees on all 3 classes. This isn't a catalyst that is meant to define the gun, but it's a welcome feature that I will be taking advantage of in a future video. I am really in love with this Trace Rifle. Out of all the other options, this one is the most unique and viable. Sure, you could choose one that does more damage, but damage doesn't matter when you have no survivability. With a Navigator, you can really lean into the fantasy of being a massive tank for your fire team. I want to thank you guys for helping me hit 250 subs. All of you are amazing and continue to offer support and comment ways that I can improve. I appreciate it and will continue to create great content when I can. Thank you for watching.